We have finally gotten the Season 2 roadmap for Vanguard and Vanguard Warzone, I guess you want to call it. Now there is a lot of information here that I'll try to cover as quick as possible. The main thing I feel like everybody will be looking for is zombies, so let's get right into that. Going from not getting much content, we are actually getting quite a lot of things that I'm guessing is dropping like day one, since it doesn't say on any of these if it's in season, which is quite interesting. So the first thing is we're getting a new map, which is odd because they're calling it a map. Does that mean we're getting an actual round-based experience? If that's the case, that is great, but this is most likely going to be, unfortunately, either a new map added onto the Darren Fong experience or a brand new DLC being like, you know, just Darren Fong 2. It is called Terra Maledicta. Okay, I hope I didn't butcher that. Okay, looking at the blog post, yeah, this is just Darren Fong 2. It says gateways to new arenas will open, including the Dark Ether itself, in an entirely new location for Vanguard zombies. Professor Kraft and his Special Forces fighters have established a beachhead within the Dark Ether in the fight against Von List, where they will risk everything to obtain a lost page from the Tomb of Rituals. Cool, I guess. It does look kind of interesting, but I'm not too crazy. Another cool thing is we're getting jellyfish, which is interesting. There's going to be a new enemy called Zabella the Deceiver. No idea what this is. It looks a lot like Energy Mine, but just evil. We're getting new arenas, so I'm guessing that's probably for the new map, the Terra Maledicta. My god, it's a bit of a mouthful, but we're getting Corrupted Lands, which I'm pretty sure is the Dark Ether, Eastern Desert, which might be just the main area, or it's just a bit of an odd one, and we're also getting the Hall of Truth. It does look quite okay-ish. It's definitely good to see more new content for zombies, as you know, it's been a bit of a rough one out there. But a thing that I'm really excited for is we're getting finally wonder weapons, and we're getting two. So we're going to be seeing the return of the ray gun, which is really cool to see because obviously we just haven't had any wonder weapons forever, and the ray gun, I love the ray gun. Hopefully it's just as good as the Cold War one. And we're also getting the Decimator shield, which has a huge eyeball on it. It looks really cool, and from looking at other screenshots later into the story quest, we can see just wearing it normally, which just kind of really reminds me of the normal shield that we had back in the good old Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2 days. We're getting a new objective, which is called Sacrifice, which just looks like it's played on the Corrupted Lands from that image. We're getting a new ally called the Verkana the Last, which is, I'm guessing, the new artifact. It's part of the new artifact. So that looks more to me like a plant. So does that mean that that is not healing aura, but toxic growth? No, it seems to be actually healing aura. The first tier says the Wand of the Wilds summons Verkana's life energy to instantly heal yourself and allies to full health. Tier 2 knock down normal enemies and stun special enemies near each player. Tier 3 says revive all down allies, which is just a healing aura thing. Tier 4, revived allies have their lost perk returned. And the last tier, the life energy persists at each player's location for 10 seconds and continues to heal and revive players, which is just a lot like healing aura used to behave. Honestly, looking at all the zombie stuff, it actually does look good in a certain way, so it actually looks finished from a certain point of view. It doesn't look like, if you look at Vanguard zombies now, it's like, oh, this looks good in a way, but it's a terrible game. At least this looks like we're getting plenty of content. We're getting a ray gun, we're getting a new map, we're getting new objectives, and we're getting an Easter egg straight away, a story quest as they call it. Moving on to the weapons and operators, this one is also very interesting. We are going to be getting 3 new weapons from what it seems, the KG-M40 and the Whitley, and lastly the Ice Axe, which says will be in season. There's a lot of tongue twisters in this, I will be honest. For the operators, we're getting Thomas, Anna, and Gustavo, and new bundles, the Heartbreaker, Mecha Menace, Pack Leader Ultimate Skin Bundle. Cool. Looking at multiplayer, we're going to be getting 2 new maps, Gondola and Casablanca. They look interesting. I don't think we've seen any of them. We're getting new modes like Ranked Play, which is a huge one, and it'll be in beta. That's interesting. And Arms Race, motorcycles, and tanks will be in that. I don't know if that's like a full-on race. You just race with the tanks and the bikes. It kind of makes me think straight away of a war mode. My god, if I get war again from World War II, oh, I would be so happy. New content drops Valentine's Day. That is a bear using a flamethrower. That okay. And a new vehicle, Gamma. which is in season. And quickly going over Warzone, new map locations, chemical factory, research labs, and also rebirth reinforcement, which is in season, and I'm guessing that will be on Rebirth Island, whereas the other ones are on Caldera. New modes, Caldera Crash and Rebirth Island Iron Trials, which is in season. New vehicle, the Bomber, which I've heard some very interesting thing about it. It doesn't sound like it's a very good thing in a way of it'll be extremely overpowered. A search and deploy event redeploy balloon, which I've heard about as well. Armored transport, portable decontamination stations, and Nebula V ammo and kill streaks. I think those are like test stuff that they've made. But yeah, this is a definitely packed season and it's dropping on the 14th of February. The zombie stuff does seem very interesting and there doesn't seem to be any new perk, which is a very odd one, but that's probably going to be in season, so they didn't want to overload probably this roadmap with season 2 reloaded stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're excited for the season. I am definitely going to be making plenty of content as there's Easter eggs, wonder weapons, stuff to test out, and you know, hopefully maybe finally have fun on Vanguard. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.